know, I've been many times to Abbey Road and I still get a buzz when I go. And I think in that room, Studio One, there's something about the sound of the room that I think feeds the orchestra. It's probably similar to being in a really good concert hall, but in a different way, where they're getting all the echoes back off them, and it's allowing them to feel each other's emotion. There is something about that room, definitely, that does that. The concept of this audio network project was to merge EDM elements with traditional orchestra to make a really modern hybrid album. In a mixing point of view, it's all about space, putting things in the right place within the sonic spectrum, and you have to lose certain things in order to let other things shine. For example, in the track Centaur, at the 2-minute mark, that's when the big drums come in. And that's when the orchestra is just treated differently. All the low ends are scooped out to allow for the drums, which is a mixture of live drums. We recorded real drums on it, as well as toms, as well as some programmed drums. And what I do often when I'm mixing is I'll automate say the low end out of the percussion while the strings are filling a load of low end out. But when the strings have gone up to the mid range and the higher range, I'll get that bumped back up in the percussion and let the low end do its thing. Andrew's brilliant because he's a brass guy, so he wants the brass to be a big feature of it. And I love that because often the brass can take a back seat, but with him it takes a front seat and it becomes quite a dominant part of the writing process. So on the brass we have got a Logic EQ that's not doing much, it's just pushing a tiny bit of mid. But then with this Apple Graphic EQ, I've just nudged up mid-range frequencies to get a bit more rasp and dirt out of the brass, just so it sounds a little bit angrier, but left the rest of it very natural to how it was recorded.
1, 2.
We had the benefit of Chris Egan being involved in the project. You know, every time we do something, me and him kind of get a bit of a buzz going as well. And I think the orchestra feel that. They know that me and him have got kind of an energy. You know, he's got a way about him that he knows how to get what he wants, but vibe him up at the same time. You know, he's a real master with that, and I think that's what a good conductor should do. You have to kind of get rid of certain frequencies in order to let the others come through. And there was a frequency in the choir, which was this one, which was really getting in the way. So that got pulled back. So it didn't intrude with any other electronic percussion and things like that. The hardest stage of writing music is getting the mix right. It's the thing that takes the most concentration and probably the longest as well. What we do is we make production music, so our music will go and get used in films, trailers, computer games, adverts, standard TV stuff. And the lovely thing about doing a project like this that is aimed at trailers is we know that it's not just going to be used in trailers, it's going to be used for many, many other things, and hopefully for many years to come.